Oh yeah, do some free podcast stretching. Oh, what's up, everybody? Didn't see you there. Welcome to Cheap Drinks and Cheat Codes, episode 39. Oh, so fine. How you guys doing?
Good. Did a little. We did a little Overwatch test before the stream. You know, pour it up, quick play classic. No
you
big
would
deal.
think that he meant the Overwatch video game, but that's not what we're talking about.
No, not at all. No. It's way more extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm feeling good. Y'all feeling good?
Yeah,
I
buddy.
feel great, Brian. I feel great.
Nice. Yeah, great. All right, cool. Let's get it started. Let's roll right into all this gaming news. We got a lot of PlayStation pre-order / holiday stuff, and just a lot of other psychobabble put in between there. This came out 2 days ago, which is interesting. It's an article with Todd Howard. But the big headline is that Starfield and Elder Scrolls are going to be on Day Pass day uno.
Oh, thank you, Justin.
Which obviously we
Scared
know.
shit out of me.
Justin did it. Black Hawk. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 3, 2, 2.
That's a long time. 6 months.
That's dedication.
Well, so this thing with them being on Starfield and Elder Scrolls being on Game Pass, I mean, Microsoft owns that ZeniMax company now, so it was going to happen. But hey, they get that money thrown at them for them to put it on there, and then there's been talk from Phil Spencer and Todd Howard that going exclusive to Microsoft, they're basically saying that that's not going to be a thing. So then they're going to get sales on the PlayStation, the PC. They'll probably throw it on Switch and your mobile phone and your Amazon house.
But as much as you want to disagree, not you personally, but other people, Game Pass is becoming a very good, interesting thing. It's not like EA's where they didn't have every game in it. It's every game that is an Xbox game is pretty much on Game Pass.
I'm today I was thinking about this because, well, one thing I learned is that the Xbox One S, which is the one I have, it upscales to 4K, and I was like, yeah, especially at times right now, Game Pass would be a cool thing to just like try some of these games and at that upscaled resolution. And I was actually thinking like it is a great deal, even though I'm a physical collector. For something like the Xbox, which I don't play much. If I did get Game Pass, it might even still be worth it. I could just hop on, play something real quick, and then
Slizzer
go away.
Yeah. So that's just interesting. There wasn't much else detailed. Obviously, they, like Phil already said, they didn't really say anything about exclusivity, even though it definitely hints like they wouldn't, because they're already getting their Game Pass piece of the pie, and people that don't have Game Pass are just going to buy it for Xbox. I just feel like that'd be money left on the table. But who knows? Who knows? But that is still cool and interesting.
I'm the only one that read Ron Howard the first time. Like
I said,
Yes,
what did I say? I said
Tom.
something else. I said Tom, yeah, so.
This I'm actually excited for. BlizzCon Online 2020 for free. I'm excited because for I've wanted to do it, but even the online passes I think they were normally like $45, and I just really don't want to do that just to get an online goodie box.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I mean, Overwatch 2 news. Spoiler alert, we're talking about. Wait, no, they didn't. I keep thinking they do League of Legends. I don't know why, but I keep thinking that Blizzard does it. I almost said
because they came up with their style of League of Legends game not too long ago that no one plays.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just, keep doing it. Like Brandon said, I believe you just said it. It was $50 last year.
45. Yeah.
You said that?
It's like $40-$50.
Yeah, so it's cool that it'll be free, and I don't know what else they'll show. Like Diablo, right? Everyone's been they hinted at it was like a year or two.
Yeah,
Shadowlands, and yeah, the new Diablo, they did they'll tease that out not too long ago, unless I dreamt it.
No, yeah, they teased it out. They showed the trailer. They'll do another. They always do Hearthstone. We're gonna get Diablo. They always do WoW. We'll get probably gameplay for Shadowlands this time, and then gameplay for Diablo, and we'll probably get like Druid. That's like the big mystery class from Diablo 2 if they're gonna bring that back in or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all that normal stuff. My link's broke, Brandon. When is it?
It is.
I'm sure it's in that link.
February.
I was
February
in the
19th
link
and 20th.
Ooh, so tune in. That's a couple months away, but that's cool that it's gonna be free.
Yeah.
They kind of don't have a choice because their sales last year were probably horrendous. Because I feel like that time of year was
and it
also we were
it
dealing
coincides
with
with Blizzard's 30th anniversary, so we may get more announced than we think.
Well, they're not doing too terrible. If you remember, I was talking to you the other day, Josh, when after Phil and Brandon got off.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, I meant the event itself.
Oh.
Didn't probably get many sales for virtual tickets at 45.
Oh no, not unless you wanted like the specific skins and stuff like that from like the BlizzCon event. Like that's like the big thing is people will just pay the $45 to get all the skins and stuff. But since
Just
Heroes of the Storm doesn't exist
true.
really anymore, I mean I don't and
What?
and they didn't really do Overwatch skins too much. They did more Heroes of the Storm stuff because I think they were trying to like really throw money at that game.
Well,
sounds about right.
because I know
that's
so
like a
much.
competitor.
Yeah, but because I know so much about Overwatch, that BlizzCon map, when was that made? Was that this year, last year?
Yeah.
That was like last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Year or two ago. But yeah, rolling into the thing that I already got mistaken for Blizzard anyway. We got a trailer this week for the, I don't know, it seems like something Blizzard would make. The turn-based League of Legends RPG that's coming in 2021. We did get a little trailer. I haven't watched it yet. No, I don't even know if it shows gameplay or what. I was just gonna.
It's just cinematic stuff.
It's just cinematics and whatnot. Make gloss through it. Oh yeah, I don't care. I mean, I like turn-based RPGs, so I'll give it a go. I don't even play League, but I mean, they do a good job. League seems to make a ton of money, and it's quite popular. So I'm down to do a turn-based RPG. I love turn-based RPG. That's my favorite.
And they
kind
have
of
some
RPG,
of them.
so.
They have some of the most unique characters. Like anything from your regulars like gods and demons and things like that. But they even have like Tom Kench, who's like a giant catfish, who's a support healer, and basically he swallows you to heal you and then spits you out somewhere else. They have a lot of really badass like character designs, super inventive. I'm hyped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be cool. It's just 2021 right now. There's no like quarter or any of that stuff, but it'll be cool. A little trailer. That means they're coming along quite nicely. No gameplay, but I still wanted to keep everyone in the loop of it all. This next one's hilarious to me. So obviously Assassin's Creed comes out, I believe, next week with the Xbox. Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. And with that, this week, that's tomorrow actually, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. They're doing a Assassin's Creed Odin's Hootenanny broadcast, so you can watch it. It's tomorrow at 12 for us, 9, and then do time zone stuff. 5 in the UK, all that jazz. It's going to be hosted by Danny Wallace, and it'll just show a bunch of cool Assassin's Creed stuff, gameplay. It'll be running on the Series X, obviously, but that's weird to me, just because this game's already been on a million YouTubers, like, sponsored by Ubisoft already, so the gameplay, like, I'm interested. I'll tune in for, 20 minutes to probably peep it, but I just like the name, Odin's Hootenanny. And it should be quite cool. I'm excited. I want to like this game, but I'm a little nervous because of how excited I was for Watch Dogs. Mm-hmm. And Watch Dogs was definitely underwhelming in my opinion, so we'll see. But, get it November 10th, with your stuff. It comes out next week, Assassin's Creed. And if you want, Odin's Hootenanny is tomorrow or the next day if you're in UK. And I guess it doesn't.
And it comes out on the 12th.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Well, it comes out on the 10th for Xbox and PlayStation, and then the 12th for PlayStation 5.
And then November 19th for territories with delayed PS5 launch.
Rip. Yeah. So it'll be cool. I'll tune into Odin's Hootenanny. Will you?
No. It'll be a hootenanny.
It'll be a hoot and a nanny.
It'll be a big old hootenanny, This one's sad. We talked about this at some point in our lives. I don't remember when. But the play date, little tiny handheld crank 2021 system has been delayed to 2021.
It's awful. It's going to be the next gen game changer.
That's what I'm saying. Like Nintendo, get the freak out of the way.
Yeah.
Got a hand crank.
Yeah, dude, have you watched like YouTubers like do reviews on this? It's interesting. I've seen a couple, and it's just interesting.
I heard if you crank it 8 times, it displays an 8K resolution.
1K per
it's
crank.
like
It's crank with a K, so it's just
wasn't it?
You just can't.
Yeah, it's
do
150.
Then you get banned.
It'd be cool to pick up, but 150 is kind of a cut for that.
Yeah, that's fair. But I still think it's
Is
cool.
it like,
it is delayed.
I guess
you know,
is it just
COVID.
like I don't. What's the premise of it? I don't even remember us talking about this.
No, we did.
We talked about
like
it
episode 3
when it was like
It was-
announced. Yeah, it was
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a thing on the go, and like I think the crank is like a way to charge the
I
batteries.
mean that makes sense. So okay, so
Yeah.
it's Playdate Simulator, and it's just a way of designing games. Okay. So it's basically just a dev kit, an interesting dev kit.
Yeah, but once it comes out, I feel like people will put stuff on it.
Yeah, I mean,
So
but
we'll
there's only 20,000.
I mean, people
Oh,
still
Only
make
20,000
like a-
units though sold. So
to start.
So start, Brandon.
They're gonna sell millions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get your head out your ass, bro.
No, but
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
people still make like games for the Genesis, Super Nintendo. So I see people like that love the Game Boy making stuff for this thing.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
yeah, in a world where your game was set to have a great holiday, come out in December, no other games were gonna launch, and then Cyberpunk for the 57th time pushed their game back. This next article is for you. A lot of games that were scheduled for December are like, we getting the freak up out of here. We're not messing with it, and they're delaying their games a little bit to not mess with Cyberpunk. It's gonna come out in December. Let's be serious. But we'll see. So you got, I'm just read the list here. You got so far Path of Exiles, Everspace 2. I think that's it, really, actually, right now. But still, those are 2 games that, and Everspace is Rockstar, or Rockfish. I'm sorry. That's just crazy. Cause the Everspace game looks pretty cool. I remember watching it earlier, the space game. But that's crazy to me that they're like, nah, we ain't even messing with it. Because December's kind of a pop-in launch month for games. So to push your stuff out further because of that is unfortunate. And they're moving to January, which I guess is still pretty popular. Like a lot of games come out in January and February too.
And a lot of that's probably due to the next gen launch, and then having something in December. You know, most likely you just bought the new console. You're not gonna buy one of those brand new games. So then pushing it back allows people to kind of get some Christmas money and stuff to then.
So it's
buy
okay.
the
So it's a
game.
current
Get the
gen
Christmas
console
games.
game.
Even, yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. Since they're doing the early access, that was what they were planning on doing, the early access launch. I would have just moved it into like a 2 to 3 week period in November where there's not really going to be a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is the Everspace was a
Right.
Kickstarter. So if you backed them on Kickstarter, they're giving you a beta key for the day it was supposed to come out. So those people who, gave either some money or a certain amount of money will still get to play the beta, but it won't be for everybody. It won't go early access. It's gonna go beta instead.
I guess that's kind of nice to at least show, like, hey, thanks for supporting us from the start. And here's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see if anything else follow suit. If Cyberpunk even comes out.
If it doesn't,
at all,
the people
I
who
know.
like Everspace and Cyberpunk, that's gonna like really even further drive the wedge.
Oh, I'm getting Everspace. I'm getting Everspace.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
I'm not
I'm-
even gonna get it. I know people now. Oh, I was making a
Oh
joke.
no, I was just saying like people who like both of them. If you're upset because Cyberpunk is delayed and also delaying the other game that was supposed to come out on time, and then they
That's
don't
too
come
bad
out,
control.
like if Cyberpunk doesn't come out and you made the other game I wanted also delayed, I would just be even more mad.
Yeah. I literally have no faith in Cyberpunk right now. Like, no.
So this isn't supposed to be Cyberpunk talk, but I'm gonna talk about it. I think that they have to release it this time. Otherwise, their stock dropped.
Phil, get off your damn pedestal.
I'm just saying, their stock dropped because of this last
27%. Is that what I saw last?
They cannot afford to push it back again. I don't think. Like, yeah, sure, it's gonna sell like it's freaking.
Yeah, their stock is gonna go up 50% the moment the game
but
comes out.
I don't.
Buy now, sell now, buy now.
They're gonna make a cyberpunk movie or show, which would make complete sense.
Netflix cyberpunk show, bro.
Yeah.
FBI guy's listening in. He's like
making an anime.
They are making an anime. Yeah. Phil is correct. But speaking of game, movie things that I don't think anyone knew were coming out, because I had no idea. Ubisoft is pushing back their Avatar. The title of the article is a little misleading. Last week we talked about Far Cry and Rainbow Six, but they added into that the Avatar game, which I had no idea was in development. It was set to come out in 2021. Me and Justin talked about it yesterday. 2022 makes sense because that's when the movie's coming out anyway. The movie's coming out anyway. But that's what they're saying, and that's interesting. Game movies are never good. In either way. When a game's a game, then it goes to a movie is trash. Listen, Shrek is life. Shrek is life. But yeah, I didn't even know they were making this at all. But if you cared about it or didn't know, now you know.
The last. Go ahead.
Is this Avatar 1 game or is this?
I think this is just Avatar.
I think it's just in the
Avatar.
world. It's just in that world of Avatar.
Well, I don't think.
Did that matter to you?
Well, I don't think they said what it is.
Well, like if it was Avatar 1, we had the conversation the other day. When did Avatar come
2008.
out? 2008.
It's 18 years old.
You could fuck this movie.
They already have an Avatar game.
Jake Sully.
I remember because it was the first game I ever tried out on my PlayStation 3D screen.
Yeah. Every movie has had a game. It doesn't matter what it is. It gets that Z tier budget, $4.
The Spy Kids movie, the game.
But we'll see. Yeah, so we'll see. But if you didn't know, because I honestly didn't until I read into this that they were making a game, and it's a decent team making it. So we'll see. We shall see it all. Phil over here drinking the blood of a dragon. There's only one. What do you mean?
I meant to say movie. I didn't even like the movie.
It's so long. It is so long. It feels like movies.
I owned 3 copies of it.
I'm with Phil. I bought the exact copy Phil bought. So
yeah.
And then when the 4K comes out, which for some reason it's not on Disney Plus, don't get me started with that. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Call of Duty continues to take up all the space on every hard drive known to mankind,
ravaging the lands, and stealing all the hard drive space.
Yeah. So Black Ops is 40 gigs bigger on next-gen consoles from the last, and this is a normal game almost. Xbox is a little bit crazy. So it's going to be about the same on PS4 and Xbox One at about 90 to 95 gigs. On PS5 and the Series X, it's going to be 130 to 140. That's a little high, 130 and 140. I'm assuming it's trying to fit in on that ray tracing and higher graphical nonsense. Is
that technical?
Games, but usually that usually is the case with that kind of stuff. They have to add that in, like, all the shaders and all that nonsense. But bro, 40 gigs, and I still think 136 is kind of high for a Call of Duty game.
They did already in the article. It does say that they already stated that console players can choose to uninstall a specific game mode pack, such as campaign or zombies. So that's the total size.
That ain't going to. That ain't coming out. That's gonna break. It's gonna blow up. That's not gonna work. Not gonna work.
For me, the thing is we're gonna go back to Cyberpunk. Just to that is an open world, huge game, tons of 4K resolution, everything. They have stated that their game size, in general, just like the entire thing, is around 70 gigs. So, again, this is just the guys at Call of Duty. They don't want to compress things. They don't want to, make it easier on somebody's hard drive. They don't care. They're just gonna put it out there and be like, we're Call of Duty, we copy and pasted our code, and you're gonna buy it anyway.
I don't even know if they don't care. They don't have time. because they pipe these out every 8 months. Like they do. I don't think they have the time. I think if Call of Duty took 2-3 years, they probably also don't give a shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
but they also just don't have time. I don't understand how these games come out every year and then they're just like, they've had to done every war. They can't be more wars to do. Like,
they have 3 different developers that work on Call of Duty that like different, like these people work on like the Black Ops, these people work on Modern Warfare, and there used to be another one, but I think they don't work on anything anymore.
No, it's just the 2.
Yeah, whoever did Advanced Warfare got canned.
Yeah, they should have. That game was garbo. But the thing is if they took more time, really like changed up the Call of Duty like landscape, did something new, I would be interested to even consider playing them. The last Call of Duties I bought, which was this.
It was just called Call of Duty.
No. Call of Duty Modern Warfare and World War II have been a complete waste of money.
Preach.
Because I'm like, this is Call of Duty, yeah, cool, I can have a little bit of fun, but 20 minutes in, I'm just like, I've played this game before.
Spawn camped.
Yeah.
I don't need to do it again.
Yeah, I enjoyed the latest one a lot until, like Brandon just said, when it got like crazy and one side, that was annoying. And I actually even enjoyed Warzone, but that's when they were like, we taking over this hard drive, run it. And I just didn't have space. I wasn't running 300 gigs on my computer. Like, no, sorry.
Maybe the Battle Royale would feel new enough to me that I would.
It was fun. It was for sure.
But then it's like 200 gigs. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
It's fun. Like, even when they do like their limited game modes, it's like really fun because they had the one
Saw guy.
you had to like, they had them, and then they had the one with like you had to keep a truck alive, and you like rolled around in a truck and like you upgraded it. Like that was a cool little like timed event. But it's just.
Oh, speaking of camping and spawn camping and killing, and don't camp out for a PlayStation 5 because you may not get one.
Yeah, this next couple, you won't. These next couple articles are going to be PlayStation based, so if you're an Xbox fan, still watch us, but sorry. This one hurts a lot. I don't agree with it, but so the PlayStation 5, as you see here, will not be in retail stores on launch day, probably until 2021. You just won't be able to go to any retailer and just be like, hey, you have any PS5s in stock? Huzzah, pick one up, walk out. Their model is stay at home, order it online, order it for pickup. And that's that. They won't have any in stock at stores at all. And I don't really agree with it. I don't understand why stores can't have them in stock, but just say, hey, you have to order it online. Basically, it's a middleman. You have to order it, wait for it to come in. And that's where I'm just like, yeah, that seems like a lot to me. Because I don't know how PlayStation knows until you order it what stores have it. So
it was like a total cop out because they said, in the interest of keeping our gamers, retailers, and staff amidst COVID-19, today we are confirming that all day of launch sales will be conducted through the online stores. And like, so they're making it they're spinning it as if they're like, we're here for you. We don't want you to get sick and die.
Yeah, a week. Yeah, a week before consoles come out. So anyone who was getting hype, like, yo, I'm gonna prepare. I'm gonna call Target, GameStop, Walmart, Kmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, Best Buy. Like, I'm gonna camp out. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna get mine. I wasn't able to pre-order it, but I'm getting it. Wrong. You gotta sit and hope the pre-order queues of these busted retail websites work, which they don't work half the time, and they don't refresh till 3 in the morning. And then scalpers are going to go ham taro, and then they're going to be on eBay. Like, I just don't. I think it's stupid, but it is what it is. So if you were planning on getting PlayStation 5, and just go on websites, have like 14 tabs, day one, midnight at launch. Who knows when they're going to. It probably won't even be midnight. They'll break it like they did when they announced it in the first place and do it 2 days before.
How much is the console at base price? 500. Okay, so this is what you do. You're gonna get about $1,300. You're gonna go on eBay and you're gonna buy one.
They're already on eBay for 900.
Yeah, they're
pre-orders. Yeah,
they're guaranteed pre-orders.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want one that bad, get in there. If not, check out the podcast on every Thursday at 5:30, and we'll keep you company. Or you can buy it days gone.
I mean.
Yeah, boy. Well, you gotta wait to get it on the PS5. So this just dropped today. Well, actually yesterday. just we keep you updated on any games that are getting like Brandon just said, the glow up, the upgrade. God of War was just recently, and this is one I'm excited about because I was hoping they would do it. Days Gone, a little bit of 4K, a little bit of FPS boost, just a little something. So I'll Justin, let me borrow Days Gone when the PS5 comes out. And I'm gonna replay it for sure. I wish they did a little bit more, little next. What's the word? Not next day plus. What's it called?
New Game Plus?
Oh my.
New Game Plus.
New Game Plus.
Next game.
I brain farted like. Yeah, I couldn't remember. So I hopefully they do something like that, like make it save compatible, that kind of thing. But 4K is gonna be dope. Give me a little bit.
Isn't that what we read last
optimized
week?
Game
This game. Oh, there was God of War. Yeah, and God of War 3.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I did see something recently online, and I didn't post it because I don't know if it's true. But there are ways to transfer all your stuff from your PS4 to the PS5.
That just came out yesterday.
Yeah, so
like how to.
The whole thing I hope is that my save file then moves over too. Because if it does, that'll be great. Because I need to finish Days Gone, and it makes my launch PS4 sound like a jet engine. So.
That's fair. What Phil was just talking about, I just linked it. It's an article on how to transfer all your shiznit.
Boom.
Over.
Transfer your shiznit.
I didn't think we'd talk about it because it's like a tutorial. But if you're curious, you guys can save it. Whoever wants it. It is there for your
viewing pleasure.
Enjoyment. Jeez. This next one is. The Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse suit. This trailer doesn't even do it justice. If you just watch people who have already played it or look up the better content, make sure you get that 4K. Watch this in 4K.
I got you right
so you
there.
can see the 4K. Good. Ooh, no, you won't be able to tell. Probably won't do that. But hey, it looks really cool. The stop motion, it looks like the movie. It looks so good. I'm not even gonna play this game because I don't care. But it makes me
seems like wow, that's crazy how they did that. But really, all they're doing is, I guarantee you, it's just like a lower frame rate that they're recording all of the animations in.
Why are you
doing this? Because I know that's how they did the movie. Like if you watch the behind the scenes stuff, the movie is just done at 24 frames per second, like hand drawn animation, and then put into a 30 frames per second, time frame.
It's still
sick.
Really cool.
It's sick. I'm glad. That's a really good use of, like, once you've learned a trick, you should do it again for sure.
Yeah, it's dope. So yeah, I think it's really cool.
This is gonna be one of the first games I play on my PS5 because I pre-ordered it today.
Yeah, this next one doesn't have a link, Brandon. You can just leave this up. I mean, it does have a link, but it doesn't need to be a link. It's something I just was using for my own source because you can't find it anywhere. So speaking of Spider-Verse, like 3 days ago on Reddit, it leaked of a dude having, like, he had the game, it was on his PlayStation 5, and he took a video of the load times. That video was gone. Sony went ham and murdered everyone involved. All the links, everything, but the load time was like 2 seconds. He booted the PlayStation, he switched to the game, and like was fast traveling around the world. It literally was like 3 to 5 seconds for the boot, 2 seconds for the game. The load times were crazy. I mean, if you play PC, you get it, SSDs, right? But the ones in the PlayStation and the next gen consoles are even better, and it was bonkers. Like, it was a lot. Like, he would literally click one side of New York, fast travel to the next, and it was like literally like that, and you're already slipping around swinging. I think it's a shame that Sony got rid of the footage because it's like it does nothing but help them.
Yeah, but they're super against.
They scrub that shit. Like, they bleached the internet. I couldn't find it anywhere.
I don't know if they even obviously people have them for review.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are Xbox Series X reviews out on YouTube right now. You can already look those up.
Yeah.
But PS5 is, I think, keeping an embargo on it right now, and
that sounds about right.
And I'm not sure why. Because
I can see next week they drop it.
Like maybe at the start of next week they allow people to drop it. I won't go into like reviews of the Xbox Series X because I have no use for one. But they're not like mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Right now, they're not getting like the greatest console in the world type of thing.
I got you, Josh. found it online.
Oh, hacker man over here. Broke the internet. I'm and to be whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if we should play it, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, just drop it.
Link it in the Twitch.
We'll move on.
So yeah, we're gonna move on. This next one infuriates.
Yeah, it's kind of whack.
To the bottom of my core. So PlayStation 5 confirmed, just like with the PS4, there won't be any expansions at launch. In this case, SSD. But the same thing was for regular hard drives for the original PS4 until they think they slicked. So this was when PlayStation 4s were 500 gigs. The Pro just dropped, and then that one was a terabyte. That was the first. The Slim and the Pro, that was the terabyte. And then PS4 did the update, which allowed you to use external hard drives. After they dropped their terabytes. So I think this is silly that they didn't just make an Xbox version, like a proprietary USB that you can plug in something. Basically, their excuse is lame too. They're basically like, our SSDs are so good, a regular SSD wouldn't work. Sorry. That's basically what they said, which I believe that they're a little bit better, but then just make a proprietary one, because that's crazy. I understand it's like, what was the base they released it? It was like 700, 800 gigs of space.
Well, does it mean the numbers decreased like twice? So
it has changed a couple times.
Like, it started off at like a terabyte hard drive, then it dropped to like 8, and now I'm seeing things for like 600. So like, I don't know what the hard drive space is, because it's been changing consistently.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. I found it's actually in this article. Yeah. So this one even says, and this article came out today, it is 825. So it's not even a terabyte right off the get. And it's looking at, it may come with, and this is like people doing math and trying to figure out 667, which in this day and age, that's legit like 5 games, 6 games, depending if it's Call of Duty. You know what I mean? If you got the old Call of Duty, that's $1 billion, and then the new one, which is 136. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the game. Like, God of War is only like 60 gigs, so you get some of those games that are a little bit less. But the top tier. Yes.
Are they saying it's not going to allow for you to put anything into the internal slots?
No, like they
yet?
won't.
Yeah.
Won't be able to plug in anything of those M.2 drives or whatever that they have available.
Okay, so you can still plug in an external. They're not saying that you can't do that.
Yeah, but
you can. They're just saying
you're not going to get the same load times. That is the same thing going on with the Series X. You can buy that proprietary thing that plugs in, or you can plug in a USB, 3.2, but you're not going to get the same lightning fast load speed.
That's not what I read with the proprietary one, because they said that's the same one that is in the system.
Yeah, but that's $200 and it's proprietary, so you have to buy it from them. You can't just plug in an external.
Right.
Well, you can plug in an external into it, but you're not going to get the same speeds as the proprietary one you plug in, or the internal.
Which I'm okay with, because I think I understand 250 is a chunk, but that's probably, when SSDs first came out, that's how much they cost. And if this is a top tier, better SSD than the ones that we can get in stores, that's probably how much they cost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so around 200
isn't.
For a brand new Evo M.2, you're gonna pay 200 easy.
Yeah. So I'm not really worried about it. But again, like in this article, they list some of the games that are first coming out. Spider-Man Miles Morales, or the Ultimate Edition, 105. Demon's Souls 66. Call of Duty 133. If you get the 5 games at launch, you're almost tapped. Right there.
Well, that Spider-Man Ultimate Edition is saying because it includes Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. But still, that's like 5 games.
The thing is you've probably already played it, unless you're coming from Xbox. Yeah. But still, then you're buying 2 games essentially, not one. So it being 105, that's 50-ish gigs each. Okay, 2 games for 50 gigs. It's not like Call of Duty 130 for one.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not bitching on Spider-Man. I'm just saying, if you get like 3 games of Call of Duty's caliber with that unoptimized nonsense, you're toast. Like your hard drive's full, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't play. I just think that's crazy.
But the thing is, it's the same thing with the Xbox right now.
You can get that proprietary piece and go, and then you get double the space.
Yes, and you can also. This is saying the internal slots you can't use. It's not saying you cannot plug in a USB external.
Right, but you won't get the loading times. It'll be a PS4.
And the same thing is with the Xbox. Unless you buy a 250 gig thing. or $250 thing, but you already spent it $500. It's $750. Buy a PC with 800 terabytes, and you don't need to do this. So I'm just trying. Like, I love PlayStation, but I'm saying
I can tell you love PlayStation. You're defending them to the core.
Over here stroking out the samurai all over the place.
No. what they're doing is, but still, those NVMe ones are pretty pricey too. Mm-hmm. Just because it can't support, they're probably expecting people can't afford that right off the bat.
I just think it should be
you're
an
getting
option.
fucked either way. Like, either company is fucking you. It's just it feels okay with Sony fucking him right now.
I want to be fucked with options.
I don't need 8 bajillion terabytes in my PlayStation 5.
You should. You have a billion games behind you. You should be the one person that wants a bigger hard drive instead of the option.
No, because I don't need to have them all.
Phil calculates the money he spends via retro games. He's like, okay, the hard drive is $250. I can buy $250 of old games. You know how many more games that is? I'm going to buy that.
That's big facts. But we'll move on. What layman terms sum up? Sony can't get a hard drive. You can still plug in like an old dusty USB stick, I guess, and try your best. But it's crazy. This next one is even more crazy.
This is ruthless.
So PlayStation, this is savage. So PlayStation went ham on this company called PlateStation, which they were using the specs Sony gave out a couple weeks ago for the plates on the PS5. And Sony was like, nah, fam, that name is crazy. Change it. So they changed it to customizemyplates.com. They already sold, I think it was like 20,000 units. It was like $20,000 or 20,000 units. At $40 a piece in different colors. And Sony was like, nah, fam.
That looks good, too.
That black one.
I like the red one.
Boom. Done.
All those colors look good. The red, the blue. The
camo's kind of whack, but
like the red though, that red is fire. Literally.
Yeah, so basically Sony was like, nah, fam, and they just were threatened to sue him into the netherworld, into the Shadow Realm. Yugi's grandpa was going to be there. It was going to be crazy.
Yugi boy.
Yeah.
This is stupid. I think it's an awful thing they did.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone already knows. Like, I'm sure there's
it was the very first comment was, can't wait for the official Sony plate with half the colors and twice the price. Like, that's a thing. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
And somebody said, I don't think $40 is a bargain either. Eat a dick. $40 is not bad.
No.
When every other accessory is like fucking $80.
Yeah.
Yeah, $40 for what? They said $40 for the two faceplates.
Yeah, both sides, $40, $20 a side, whatever. Josh, you about to bring up this other dude's comment about the keycaps?
No, I was just gonna say he was like, I'm pretty sure they can't even do this. I'm not a lawyer, but I also don't think they could sue for somebody just having a 3D printer and 3D printing the case.
I don't think they can either, because it's not like iPhone chargers. Like they have instead of 5 pins, they have 6 pins in the actual official iPhone charger, and that's proprietary to them. Now you can make chargers with 5 pins or 4 pins. They won't charge as fast, but they still work. I like this person's explanation was that's like telling someone they can't sell keycaps for your keyboard. Like the keycap, like I can go on Amazon and buy different color keycaps for any keyboard I want. I just have to match the model.
Yeah. Yeah, my little headphones here have a little metal plate that comes
Astros,
out, and I can go and buy those. Yeah, and I can buy a billion different colors of these things.
Really loud.
It's just Sony. It's just Sony flexing because nobody is going that big of a company. Nobody's gonna buy the lawyers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin, you got to do it now, or you're not cool. I didn't take mine out. I gotta actually take mine out now. This is gonna.
Ours are magnetic. They're super easy.
The only thing that. Yeah, the only reason why that it might they might have been able to do is depending on the patent. If the patent for the PlayStation, and I'm sure that Sony went into they probably wrote a 500-page paper for their patent.
But
so the patent could say that every little thing about it is part of their patent and they own those rights. So making anything for it is against some copyright law.
I don't know. I just don't think copyright law works like that. I mean, that's like.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
I just don't think it does.
I'm no lawyer.
When I think about all the I sell iPhone cases and stuff like that on Redbubble. I can't imagine you know, like the shape of your design being the copyright.
Yeah, I agree. I just think they don't have the money and the lawyers to flex on Sony being like, "What's up?" And they're just like, "Whatever, fine." So,
but then you have to consider the amazing D-pad of the Super Nintendo that Nintendo still has a patent for, but no one makes it, and they don't even make it. But no one like legally can do that. If you try to sell something, they can shut you down because they own that.
Shit, you did.
So it could be kind of like owning an IP, possibly. I'm not sure how exactly.
It's crazy. Hopefully, at least Sony makes them. I am curious. I'm gonna remember that price point and see if Sony comes out and they're like $79.99.
Yeah, probably. This is very scummy by them because all it's doing is helping them, but they just want the money.
Skip this one, Brandon. Go to the Mandalorian.
It'll easily be like $60.
Brandon, skip it. Go to the next article. I'm looking at the delay.
Well, why don't you just ask me if I skipped it? You delayed ass head.
Don't hurt my feelings. This one's quick and simple. There it is. Mandalorian controller, dope. $1 billion. But it's because it comes with the charging thing. That thing is like $49.95 on its own, or something like that. I'm pretty sure those things they don't come with the controller usually.
No, they don't.
Yeah. So if you're a huge fan of the Mandalorian, if you didn't watch season 2, episode 1, bruh.
If you haven't finished season 1, like myself,
big bro,
for real,
dude, I could like. The story wasn't grabbing me. I'm 4 episodes in. I do hear that it picks back up, but for me,
yeah.
My goodness, it's the most Star Wars thing ever since the original trilogy.
But I'm extremely honest, very tired of Star Wars. I do love Mandalorians, and if this was in the back when Mandalorians were like well known.
Yeah.
Like the Knights of the Old Republic, maybe that whole thing would have gotten me. But it's still in this whole like the Empire.
No, it's good, Phil. Watch it. Trust me. Watch it.
I think I got 4 episodes in, and I wasn't hoping for different storied episodes. I wanted everything to link, and I hear it does get better, and I'll probably sit down and retry. But at first, I watched, and I was like, they told me everything in the first episode, and they finished it. It's like
I don't understand this. It does get better. Like it was never good in the first place.
Like episode 2, 3, and I think it's 4. They dragged on and did not keep my attention.
That controller alone is $130.
I just want to hit. Yeah, I told you the thing is 40.
Yeah.
It's still cool, man. Jeez. Yeah, it's not worth it, but it's cool. I just like to show people.
That's half the price of a console.
I mean, the new controllers, I think, are... Oh, I know this. I saw it. We talked about it. They're expensive.
Like
controllers
80.
are expensive. Yeah, in general. They've gone from... Remember when they were like...
I know.
Back in my day.
$30.
They were like $40.
Like $40.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
And last gen, they were all $60.
So some of you may know how much I freaking think the Xbox Series S is a waste of goddamn time. Here it is. It's only 364 gigs for any games or apps.
Did you roll your sleeves up?
I did. I am going to my deathbed. To my deathbed. This was a waste of Microsoft's time. And if you are wanting to get the next gen, but you're like, I don't want to pay the $500, you're wasting your time. With
Don't you have one?
1440p. No, I have one S.
1S. Okay.
They all
that's
sound
what I
the
was.
same. I know. That's what I do all the time.
That makes sense.
They literally took last gen and this gen and just changed everything from one.
I thought I legitimately saw the cookware top, but I still in my mind was thinking Xbox One S. Okay.
No,
it's the same body as a 1S.
So this thing does, native 1440p, probably does upscaling to 4K like my Xbox One S does, which is $100. And you have 364 gigs where my 1S has a terabyte.
Yeah.
You can pay the $250 for the expansion, but then why not just buy the 1X? It's no drive on it. I don't know. It's a waste of money. There's no reason this thing exists. They could have just taken a 1X, took out the drive like the PlayStation, and dropped $100 off of it, and it would have been a much better sell.
The one comment at the end of this is perfect. My man said, "Barely a Call of Duty."
Yeah. So there you go. If you're excited for your Series S, you're probably gonna fit about 2 games on it, and then
2 tree games.
Yeah.
2 tree.
And you can stream Netflix on that bad boy.
Yeah.
What we got next, Brandon? I think the links are out of order, so just hit the next one, then I'll figure
Friday
it out.
Friday the 13th, boy.
Now we're back. This game is wholesome, first of all, but it is getting its final update. I want to play this game again. It's so good. Came out in 2017. I didn't realize it's that old. But yeah, it's getting its final update, and it's they're closing their dedicated servers this month, which is unfortunate, but it's a 3-year-old game. Dude, I read an article a little bit off topic that Shadow of Mordor is losing its online access like next month. But that Shadow of Mordor, not War, so that game is like 5 years old, but you could still play online. Like that's funny.
Well, I don't even know what the online part was.
Yeah, I don't know. But in November, so this month actually, they're losing the dedicated servers. I don't know if you know what's in the final update. The patch. Oh, it's just going to be a bunch of just random patch note issues. The patch notes are coming out soon. But you know, if you haven't played this game, I would preface you should play with friends. Like if you are playing by yourself and just with random people, it's not as fun. But if you can get it for free, it's been in the PlayStation game of like free game of the month on PlayStation like 3 times. In my last couple of years, I've seen it on there always during the holiday time of Halloween. But if it ever goes on free on Epic or it's like $20 on Steam, $10, get it. Like play with 10 people, 6 people, however many it is. It's hilariously awesome. Jason like busts into a door. It's great.
It is fantastic.
Yeah, not like Predator. It's actually good.
This was
so,
such a depressing game.
Yeah, it was rough. Get you the job. But yep, no dedicated servers. Last update. Hopefully they make a second one or something. I don't know. Be cool.
Friday the 13th, part 2.
Yeah.
What up, the 14th?
Brandon, I'm gonna let you hit this trailer on this next one because you know, and you and your BRs.
Except with this, I've got to like completely take the audio down because it was
you're telling me it's loud.
This is Valhalla.
We'll get a little mute action going on here.
No, it's nothing crazy. It doesn't show any gameplay. It does say pre-alpha.
I think that wall run was.
It says pre-alpha footage, like, but I don't.
Yeah, they just announced this battle royale, so.
Yeah, from the Masquerade.
Yeah, they're working on Masquerade Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2, the sequel to the 20-year-old game. But yeah. I saw this and I was like, hey, Brandon would like this. It's a battle royale.
Interesting enough, the guy who kills her is in a suit of armor with a claymore in his hand. So, I would be really interested to see what exactly all of this means. If it's like knights versus vampires in New York or something like that. I don't know.
You know, I played the World of Darkness tabletop role-playing game this is a expansion to. I don't know how you put that. But I've never played Vampire the Masquerade, the actual tabletop game, so I have no idea on the lore.
And it's
all I know is that it's modern day vampires.
It's still not been clarified whether or not it is PvE or PvP battle royale. Like if it's gonna be.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be the game's PvP multiplayer because it's going to the Vampire the Masquerade game is a RPG single player like cyberpunk, so it's just probably going to be the PvP version of it so that they can bring some longevity to the game, you know.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that they announced this before any new news to the sequel to the game, 20-year-old game, but we'll see. But that about wraps it up for the news stuff. We're going to roll on to games coming out this week, releasing and relevant. About a drink. All right, we don't have too much this week. Not like last week, which was just a gajillion games of nonsense. So we'll get through it. My favorite game. Oh man, I already bought it. The Wizard and the Slug came to PC 3 days ago, November 2nd. You got Bakugan Champion. Oh, never mind. I lied. This is my most exciting game. You got Bakugan Champions of Estoria. That's the top game, right? Bakugan, is that when they fight with the spinny things?
Things that come. No, that's
No, that's Beyblade.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Bakugan are those little like.
Which one's Bakugan?
Oh
like
no,
little, like,
Phil's
marble,
about.
like, they throw them and fall.
God damn it.
Oh no, Phil's
No, I
got
think he's got a
Bakugan.
Beyblade with him. Yeah, he's got the Beyblade.
Is it a Beyblade or is it a
Bro,
Bakugan?
no,
Oh, it's a
Why do
Beyblade.
you
no
why
shit,
do you own
that
that?
is probably one of the best games that's ever been made. Yeah, the Beyblade
Yeah?
for the original PlayStation.
I feel like you just tap X and
No,
circle
no,
to
no,
win.
it
That's
was
all you do.
sick. That game's
I'm gonna
amazing.
believe you. Yeah, go.
Like
I've
You never played that game?
Look how happy I am.
No, I got it for free and like
Bro,
You look so confused. You're like, what is
bro.
this? Have I played this game?
Along with cheat code of the week, I'm gonna show you gameplay. Go ahead, keep going.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah, I got it for free.
Yeah, this releasing just keeps getting better. So I lied. Bus Driver Simulator is my newest hot game. Comes to PS4, Xbox, November 3rd. You got Feria coming to PS4, November 3rd. Jurassic World Evolution, the complete edition. So I'm assuming it's just going to come with all the DLC. Comes to PC, November 3rd. You got Jade's Ascension coming to PS4, November 4th. You got Breath Edge coming to PC, November 5th. I'm moving my thing here. You got Chicken Police. That's right. Coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox, November 5th. You got How Stories Die coming November 5th to PC. You got Cosmo Kratz coming to PC, November 5th. You got Outbreak: The Nightmare Chronicles coming to Switch, November 5th. A lot of November 5th. You got Real Politics, but spelled really strange. Real Politics 2 coming to PC, November 5th. You got the highly anticipated Dirt 5 coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox tomorrow. Highly anticipated, bro. You got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, which is actually the last one I like, so that's interesting. Coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox tomorrow. You got, never mind, bro. Paw Patrol Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay. Coming to PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch tomorrow. You got Tropico 6, which is coming to the Switch, which was pretty cool, tomorrow. And then you got Umurangi Generations Macro DLC coming to PC, November 7th. That wraps it up for this week, boy. I feel like the highlights, in my opinion, would be the Jurassic World's Complete Edition.
Yeah.
Tropico coming to the Switch, because I just feel like all those world creator top downs should just be on the Switch in the first place. And I guess Dirt, if you're like super into racing games a lot. And I actually will check out that Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, because I really did like Hot Pursuit when it first came out a bajillion years ago.
What about Chicken Police?
That was one of the last
I
fun
was
ones.
trading. Yeah.
Dude, I already got that. I wasn't even gonna bring it up. It came out today. I already pre-ordered it. It's out. It's on my PC, dog.
I mean,
No
I was
big
reading
deal.
up on the Wizard and the Slug, and it's supposed to be a very telling tale about the Wizard and his slug. And it's supposed to be really deep
Whoa.
and emotional.
Yeah, real deep and emotional. Yeah, boy. Oh, speaking of which, Phil. Preach, baby.
Yeah,
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Yes. So the cheat code of the week this week is for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. So you can try it out in the remastered if they have kept them in there. But essentially, before starting a race, if you can enter different codes. I grabbed 2 for you. One of them is Madland, and all the cars are going to go faster. And then Decomp will give you the Diablo Pursuit car.
I was wondering how they're going 300 miles an hour. I was like, explain me this.
I just think that's funny. If you're going that fast, everybody's just wrecking.
Yeah.
All right, now let's witness.
Yeah,
let's
let's close it out
witness
with this
together
Beyblade.
some of the greatest gameplay in my young years.
This is about to age like a busted wine. There's no way. Brandon's gonna be like, wait a minute.
Nah,
actually-
yeah, it's definitely
German.
that. This copy's in German.
Verführer. So what are you doing right now?
Okay, so
if you're
right
holding
now
the
what I'm
controller-
doing, so basically you're trying to get the edge. So your Beyblades do have abilities. So it was kind of like a fighting game as well. They had like Street Fighter-esque moves, and essentially like when you got hit, you did have to like steer in the other direction. So it was like a driving game and a fighting game all at once. It was insanely hard. It had a huge learning curve to it. Because later on, like whenever.
Yo, look at Lee's face. Is he a
I don't
cat?
know, bro. Beyblade was anime. I don't know what you want from me.
I didn't watch Beyblade because it seemed insane.
Yeah, I don't know about the TV show at all. I had some Beyblades when I was really little, but let it rip.
Bust it out. All right. Well, let's end it out while we're talking about what we're playing. While Brandon, just leave it on. Just leave this thing on the whole time. It's hilarious. We got Phil, Justin, Brandon, and myself. It looks like in the dock here. What we playing? What we doing?
Okay. Well, what I've been playing is I'm still playing Alan Wake on the PC.
I saw that the other day. I was interested. I was like,
I thought it was only going to be like 8 hours. It turns out it's like double that, so it's going a bit longer. But it's a fun game. I started it like 3 or 4 times beforehand, but never took the time to really play through it. So I've been playing that. It's fun. I also started Resident Evil 3. The remake.
Good game.
That's really good. And then last night I started Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I thought you played that already.
No, I played the Blind Forest. This is the new one that just came out this year.
Oh, yeah, I thought I'm there now. Okay.
But I didn't feel like playing something like Alan Wake where I'm really paying attention to the story. I needed something to just chill and kind of take in. Because the music, the art in that game is just wonderful. So I'll probably play more of that on and off. And then I picked up Dark Souls 3 some more. I'm going to try and actually just grind through that at times. Because one thing I can do while I'm running code for work is grind souls really easily because I don't have to pay attention.
Big facts.
So that's what I've been playing.
Nice. You baby boy.
I was mesmerized.
I know. I'm over here.
I'm literally staring at it.
I mean, this guy sucks ass, but
looks like it came out of a cereal box.
The whole game.
They did.
The entire disc. You took it off the rack, like the old Windows.
Yeah.
Walk up and popped off the shelf in the freezer section.
We're coming at his whole childhood right now.
Like this and Dragoons.
Apex. We've been back on that Overwatch grind. Really, those are the 2 big ones. Playing Legion, but
hey, bro, you playing something else, you know?
As you can also contest with me, we're pushing ourselves to play the game.
That game is one tune. You hold anything and hit one thing and blow. That's the whole game.
It's pretty much. It's really sad.
Oh, you work for DexSec, bruv. Okay, cool. Can you save me because I'm getting beat up over here? And that's the whole game. That's the whole goddamn game.
And any mission that comes to it, you're like, oh, you need to get in here and get this. You just throw your spider drone and it's done in like 2 seconds. Yeah. I'm upset.
I think the dude's game crashed.
Man. Oh.
Yeah.
Something.
Is it me?
But agreed with
yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I haven't been playing nothing, as everybody in the group knows. Currently, mostly on a gaming hiatus. I think I've played like an hour total all week. But I do want to, before the sale's over tomorrow, I think? Or maybe it already ended, I'm not sure. But the Hunt Showdown, I would like to try that.
Oh.
But it's over? Yeah, I kind of thought so.
I didn't even know it was on sale.
I said $20.
For the Halloween sale.
Did you did tell me that.
That's what I deal with.
Broke.
He told me.
You get the.
I got the sub money. Yeah, I got the sub money.
I got the. Yeah, I don't get all that.
Yeah, you're the one with the money. You should be buying us the games to play.
Yeah, this isn't full.
Neither is my heart, Phil. All right. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We're gonna skip Josh today. Yeah.
Skipping Josh?
Coming at my Beyblade.
First of all, before I go, Brandon, what are you working on, Brandon?
Oh man, I've been going through Stonehouse's Anatomy. It's a 650-page anatomy book.
Yeah. He ain't being lazy. He's hustling.
I'm also currently working on a shirt for Cartoon Network or Adult Swim, I guess it is. There's a Samurai Jack T-shirt coming up soon. I can't show none of it.
I think you can't tell us that. I think you just like.
No, I didn't show anything. I just can't show anything.
Dexter's Laboratory is about to show up, but I'm not doing much. I'm playing Legion. It sucks. I'm trying really hard. Playing some Overwatch with y'all. Playing some Divinity Original Sins 2. I got on Steam the other day and I haven't played Warhammer in 2 weeks. It told me, so I was like, so I had to bust out Warhammer 2 again, Total War. And that's it. I'm in debate if I'm getting Assassin's Creed. I don't know. Ubisoft betrayed me. I'm gonna continue to try to play Watch Dogs. It's a one-trick pony, and the one trick is trash. But we'll see. I'm gonna keep trying and see if it's enjoyable, but it's just boring. I don't know.
It is.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Let us know if you're really bummed about the PlayStation storage or the pre-order in store thing. What's wrong? I gotta scroll up here. If you're excited for BlizzCon being free, do you care that Elder Scrolls and Starfield are going to be Game Pass exclusives, or are you going to get an Xbox and just do that? Call of Duty, are you still playing those? Like, do you care if it's a 40 more gigs? Are you still going to get it no matter what? Zombies, I guess. Let us know in the comments below. Yeah, thanks for subscribing, Justin. Blackhawk, you know, keep it rolling. Jeff, how you feeling, baby boy? Slurp, thanks for talking. We'll be here next week.
And everybody, 3, 2, 1.
Same time, same place.
Let it rip. Beyblade out.
Let it rip.
That was the thing, yeah.
That's not a thing.
It's time to duel.
Let it rip. Let it rip.
Cut the string.
They always did this. They'd always be like flying through the air, and they'd be like,
yeah.
Later.
We can't end.